Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another video. Today we are exploring Paihia Beach and also the area, well, in Paihia town centre. I did promise you guys another video of us doing a beach walk, so here it is. And this is something that everyone should do. If you are able, definitely do this. It's so peaceful and beautiful, and the sound that the ocean makes on the specific beach is gorgeous. I love this tree. I don't know how that tree is still standing, because it's like barely hanging on. It seems a little bit dangerous, but hey, it's still there. You can see how the ocean has just worn away at this wall, and you know, you find some loose stones here and there, and on occasion you find these massive chunks of wall that have just been flung by the water onto the beach. That is definitely something that I would like to do with my little girl when she's a little bit older. I think paddling is so much fun, like kayaking. Yeah, so definitely we'll be doing that at some stage. This is the best way to carry your baby around, because they can enjoy the view as well, but because there were so many boulders, she couldn't really walk on this herself yet, so yeah, we carried her across until we got to the beach. Whew, this is me trying to keep the camera steady, guys. I was jumping all over the place, and oh, it looks terrible sometimes. But I find these stones so interesting. It looks like they've just been hacked away with pickaxes. Just these strange lines that are just all over them. That little yellow boat was so cute. And there you could see a piece of wall that had just come to rest there on the beach. Now along this beach you can walk all the way to Opua. I did do a video on Opua already, so if you would like to see that, I will leave a link in the description below so you can check that out. I was trying to see if I could see any life in this little pool, and there were just sandflies and these weird things that look like lice, but big lice. They're very odd and wormy kind of things. That crab was so tiny. I actually put my finger next to it just to create a comparison. It was so small. But see what I mean with just the hack lines on the stones? Oh, this thing, I have no idea what that would be, but maybe like a snail of some kind. It moved really slowly, and you can see the movement in there, and that's why I recorded this piece for so long, because this little guy just moved so slowly. I say little, it was actually quite large. It was almost the size of the palm of my hand. There are some Putakawa trees there, and I think that they would be gorgeous now in December when they bloom, because all those little silver nubs that you see on the tree, they open up into these really beautiful red flowers that look like a bottle brush almost. It's really beautiful. Here, after all of the boulders and stuff, you actually get to the beach, and here I tried to get that sound, capture the sound that the water makes when it pulls back. You get a few waves that come in like really quickly, and then the water pulls back and it makes this sound that is gorgeous. I don't really know how to describe it. And here, these houses are so beautiful. That first house that you saw there with the really strange looking kind of manicured gardens, now that's my style house. Definitely not so much the one that's got the big glass windows right on top of the mountain, overlooking everything and standing out like a sore thumb. Here we are releasing her from her carrier. In the thumbnail you see her standing up with a carrier around her legs, and it just reminded me of when someone has done either like a parachute jumping or bungee jumping and they've got that thing still around their waist. It's so cute. She loved the water. The nice thing about the water here is it is quite shallow for quite a ways. So if you do have little kids that are, able to understand that the water is dangerous, that they can just swim in that little area just close to the beach, because it is really shallow, so you know that they're safe. I know this is kind of gross to put online, but I was just fascinated at how big the wing was, because that's only one wing and it's longer than my foot. It was quite incredible to see. Definitely not a place for bare feet, but really beautiful, just the colours. I could have this scene just in the background and just the water going in. Oh, it was just so peaceful. Really, really worth going. I was amazed at how brittle the stone was here. You can see that just these massive chunks have just come away from the bigger parts. We saw some starfish. This was one of the bigger ones, but yeah, there were more that they were just so tiny I couldn't actually see them on the camera because I had to zoom in so much and try and find them in the sand, and it was just impossible. Yeah, so I just focused in on that bigger one, and even that one was quite difficult to find. This is now in the little town square. It's just got all these cute little shops and restaurants. I actually got a really cool jacket from that store just at the front there. That one. The inside of this space, I think that you could do a really cool photo shoot. Just the way that everything has come together, the bricks and the wood and just the raw organic materials, and like these lights that are made with rope, or they look maybe like they were made from old nets, and just the lighting and everything was just so beautiful. Would be wonderful, wonderful photo shoot. The pizza shack was really yummy, by the way. If you do find yourself in Paihia, definitely pay them a visit because the food was great, the service was great, and prices were not too shabby. I really hate these flowers, they're so ugly. they're horrible here in New Zealand because they're quite a pest, and I don't understand why, you know, people don't just take responsibility for them on their land and get rid of them, because they're horrible. They look dead most of the time. And honestly, I think if New Zealand was any drier, then, you know, good thing we've got a lot of rain, because they look like a massive fire hazard, to tell you the truth. Here you can see some more Pahutakawa trees, and you see all those little silver buds. Those things open up into those red flowers, and just stunning. I think this might be the bird that that wing that I found on the beach. I think it might belong to a bird like that, just judging by the colours. And that bird was quite large, so yeah. I'm telling my aunt that that bush is just really ugly, because it is. It really does look dead most of the time. It's horrible. Here you can see pretty much most of the town of Paihia. It's really small and it's really a touristy sort of a place, but it's so cute, especially if you go, you know, low season. Yeah, I think there's a lot of history there, and well, it just so happens to be the first place that cricket was played in New Zealand. That is recorded, of course. Here you can see where the name came from, and it was quite cute. I quite like the story. Feel free to read it. Awesome, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Have a wonderful week, and subscribe if you're new, and leave a like if you liked. See ya! Bye!